Good morning, boys and girls. How are you today? Good. Today we are going to go on a book walk while learning some new vocabulary words that I am calling fun words, okay? So we're going to first take a look at each of these words individually, and then we will go on a book walk together. Whenever you hear these words throughout the book walk, you're going to rub your tummy, okay? So while I'm reading and while we say these words, we're going to rub our tummy together, okay? So let's take a look at the first word. The first word we have is furious. Furious. Can everybody say furious? Furious. Good job. Okay. The next word we have is device. Device. Can everybody say device? Good job. All right. The last word we're going to look at together is lonely. Lonely. Can everybody say lonely? Good job. All right, let's take a look at what these words mean. First, we have furious. Everybody say that just one more time. Good job. Okay, so furious. When you are furious, you are very angry. Okay, so furious is another word for being angry. It's very angry. When you're furious at something, you are very, very angry. Okay? All right. Let's look at device. Device. All right. So device is another word for plan. When we devise something, we are carrying out a plan. Okay? And then we have lonely. Lonely. Lonely could be like when you are all alone in your room, maybe your sisters or your brothers have left, and you're lonely. You're very sad. Okay? All right, let's take a look at these words in context together. Furious. George was furious when the dog ate his ice cream cone. Device. Humpty Dumpty devised never to fall off the wall again. I think that was a good plan. Lonely. Lonely. Sally was in her room all alone. She was very sad. She was very lonely. Okay? So now that we have looked at these words individually, we are going to go on a book walk together. And remember, when we hear these words, we're going to rub our tummy. Okay? All right. So let's take a look at this book together. This book is called Those Darn Squirrels. Those Darn Squirrels. Can anyone tell me why they think that these squirrels are darn? I don't know if you can see it here with the lighting, but these squirrels, it looks like they are eating out of the bird feeder. What do you think about that? Yeah, it looks like this man right here doesn't look very happy. Maybe that could be why they're called darn squirrels. Okay, well, let's take a look together and we're going to find out why these squirrels are called darn squirrels. Get this open here. All right, so here we have what looks like a little town, okay? And it looks like this house is all alone. Yeah, do you think that house is all alone? Maybe that house could be lonely. Lonely, do you think that house could be lonely? I think so. Houses can be lonely, right? All right, well, let's keep going, see what we can find out about this book. Oh, look at this. What do you think here? Look at what this man is doing. Can you tell whether he is happy? Do you think he looks very happy in this book? Let's put this a little closer. No, I don't think he looks happy. Do you? Why do you think he is unhappy? He could be lonely. Good job. All right. What about in this picture here? It looks like he is maybe painting. Do any of you like to paint? Yeah, I like to paint too. All right, let's keep going and we'll try and find out what we can throughout this book. Oh, look at this. Yeah, there are lots of birds with the bird feeder. Everyone likes birds, right? Yeah. Do you think the man likes birds? I think so, because he's feeding them. Maybe that implies that he likes birds. Interesting. What are the squirrels doing here? Uh-oh. Do you think maybe that they want the bird food? Oh, maybe, possibly. Oh, look. It looks like they're creating something over here. What do you think they're doing? I'm not sure, but it looks kind of like they could be smart squirrels. Maybe they have devised a plan. Yeah. Huh, I wonder. Let's keep going. Uh-oh. Looks like they got into the bird food. And what is he feeling here? Yeah, he does not look very happy. Oh, do you think he could be furious at the squirrels? Yeah, I think so too. All right, let's keep going. Find out what these squirrels are up to. Oh, look. What did he do here? I think he's trying to keep those squirrels away from his bird feeders, don't you? Yeah, I would say so. Uh-oh, those pesky squirrels. They're going to get that bird food yet, aren't they? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Does he look furious or what? Do you think you would be furious if squirrels got into your bird feeder's food? Yeah, I do. Huh. Look at these squirrels over here. Do you think maybe it looks like they're fat and happy? Do you think maybe that they ate all of their bird food? That would cause the old man to be really furious. All right, let's keep going. Let's look at these pages together. Can you tell what the birds are feeling in these pages? Well, you can see this like contraption that the man has set up here. Maybe the birds are confident that the squirrels won't be able to get to the food again. Do you think? This one looks like he's really like pointing like ha ha ha. They're laughing maybe. So maybe they feel like he has finally come up with a plan, that he has devised a plan. Uh-oh. Look at this. Look at what these pesky squirrels have done. Do you think that they are devising a plan? I would say so. They've got a map here. One of the squirrels is dropping looks like a nut down. Maybe, and the bird food would be up here. Yeah, I think they're going to try and trick the old man. Let's keep going. Oh my goodness. What do we have here? Do you think squirrels can really fly? Some squirrels can, yeah, like flying squirrels. But this one, he's got a little helmet on and he's sailing over the roof. He's going to try to get to that bird food. And there are the birds here. Looks like the birds are maybe flying away. Why do you think that they would be flying away? Maybe for the winter. That's right. Good job. All right. Let's see. Look here. He doesn't look very happy, does he? No, he looks sad. Why do you think he's sad? Well, we saw earlier that he really likes birds because he feeds them, right? So maybe he's sad because the birds have left. Do you think? Maybe he's lonely. Lonely. Okay. Oh, what's going on here? This looks like a tree right here. Do you think that this could be the squirrel's home? Maybe, maybe. And what about this right here? What's going on here? Yeah, maybe those could be the squirrels' like treasures that they're hiding in their home. Do you think maybe they could have stolen them? Some of them, squirrels can be really naughty sometimes, can't they? Yeah. All right. Well, let's find out what happens next. What's going on here? Yeah, it looks like the squirrels are, they gave a gift to the old man. Maybe, like they stacked the coins in front of the door. Do you think that's what could be happening? I would think so, because they knew that he was lonely. Lonely. Huh. What do you normally do when you have an idea? Looks like this squirrel had an idea. I wonder what it was. And then look at the man. How does he look? How do you think he's feeling in this picture? Looks like he's surprised, maybe. Maybe he has his house coat on, like it's the next morning. Looks like maybe he just got up. What do you think the squirrels have devised? Like, do you think that they've come up with a plan maybe to make the old man happy? Yeah, maybe. Looks like he's really excited about something. Well, we're going to have to read this book together to find out. Okay? So, let's start over on these darn squirrels. And we're going to find out what the squirrels did. So, here we go. On the outskirts of town, at the edge of the forest, there was a little old house. The only thing older than the little old house was the man who lived in it, Old Man Fuchswire. Old Man Fuchswire was so old that when he sneezed, dust came out. He was also a grump. He hated pie. He hated puppies. Aw, who hates puppies? The only thing he liked was birds. Oh, so we were right. All summer long, the old man painted pictures of the birds that visited his backyard. There were whirlybirds, bonga birds, baba birds, yava birds, even a rare flugel bird came by once or twice. Fuchswire's paintings were very good, but weren't very good, but the birds never said anything. So, over here, why do you think Mr. Fuchswire was a grump? Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think that he was lonely. Yeah, I think he was lonely. Let's see. Can anyone come up and point out a sentence for me? All right. So a sentence would be right here. Okay, good job. The only thing he liked was birds. Can you tell me why that is an example of a sentence? Yes, because it ends in a period. Good job. All right, what are some other things that we can tell about a sentence? It ends in a capital letter. Yes, good job. Okay, so does this sentence end in a period and a capital letter? Yes, that is an example of a sentence. Later, we will discuss question marks and how sentences can also end in question marks as well. All right, so let's keep going. So we know that Mr. Fuchswire really likes birds. When the air turned crisp and the leaves began to change color, the old man grew sad. He knew that soon the birds would fly south for the winter, as they did every year, and that he would be lonely. Then he had an idea. If he fed the birds, maybe they would stick around. Ooh, smart. So Old Man Folkfire built beautiful bird feeders and put them up all around his backyard. He filled the feeders with delicious seeds and berries, and soon birds came from all over the forest just to eat in the old man's yard. But the birds weren't the only ones who liked the bird feeders. The squirrels did too. Uh-oh. Not many people know this, but squirrels are the cleverest of all the woodland creatures. In fact, they're fuzzy little geniuses. They can make a house out of a tree, a bed out of a bunch of leaves, and a box kite out of twigs, dirt, and squirrel spit. They are also excellent at math. What do you think they're doing here? So how can we tell that they're smart squirrels? Well, it says so in the book. Good job. They're really smart at math. Maybe we should go get math help from the squirrels. Winter was fast approaching, and the squirrels needed to gather as much food as they could to get ready. So they decided to take some of the bird food. Uh-oh. The birds were not happy. Neither was Old Man Folkfire. When he discovered what had happened, he shook his old man fist and yelled, "Those darn squirrels!" Yeah, what is he feeling here? He is furious. The birds are furious. They are furious with the squirrels. He filled up the feeders again, but this time he hung them from a clothesline. Then he went back inside, confident that the squirrels would no longer be able to get to the seeds and berries. But the squirrels were determined. They devised a plan, and this time they took all the food from the bird feeders. Oh my goodness. The birds were furious. "Harump, harump, harump," yelled a bongo bird. "Those darn squirrels!" yelled Old Man Folkfire. "Yum," said the squirrels. There they are, all fat and happy. Now it was Old Man Folkfire's turn to devise a plan. He went to the general store to get supplies. He bought lasers and clamps. He bought wires and springs. He bought all sorts of tools and built a veritable fortress around his bird feeders. Then he refilled them very carefully. "Na, na, 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 na," snorted the flugo bird. The squirrels stayed up all night working out their strategy. They drank cherry cola and ate salt and vinegar chips to help them stay awake. Finally, they had it. The perfect plan. They put on their tiny helmets and prepared to launch themselves into the air, over the fence, between the lasers, and onto the bird feeders. The first squirrel misfired and hit a tree. The second squirrel went too high and landed in a bucket. The third squirrel sailed over the house. The birds laughed and laughed. They each had one last delicious mouthful of seeds and berries from the old man's feeders. Then they flew south for the winter, just as they did every year. Said the flugo bird. After the birds left, Old Man Folkfire was lonely, just as he was every year. He fixed himself some cottage cheese and pepper, his favorite snack, but he was still lonely. When he looked out the window, the squirrels could tell that he wasn't happy. "Go away!" shouted the old man. "I don't like you squirrels." What do you think he's feeling? He's really sad, isn't he? The squirrels had a meeting deep inside a large tree. They decided to give the old man a present to make up for taking the seeds and berries. So the squirrels had a meeting. Can you think of a time when adults have had meetings? Yeah, good job. When they wanted to devise a plan. Good job. All right. Now, not many people know this, but squirrels are not only fuzzy little geniuses, they also collect just about anything they can find on the ground. Those squirrels had a vast stockpile of spectacular junk to choose from. But what would Fookwire like? Bottle caps? Popsicle sticks? Postage stamps? Finally, they had it. The perfect gift. The squirrels stacked all of their loose change on old Fookwire's doorstep. There were dimes and pennies. There were nickels and quarters. There were even a few tokens from Coca's arcade. It all added up to $47.36, plus a few rounds of skee-ball. "Maybe you squirrels aren't so bad," said Fookwire, when he found the coins. "But I still like birds better." This gave the squirrels another idea. They raided their junk collection again and got to work. When Old Man Fookwire woke up the next morning, he was amazed to see that the birds had returned. Oh. But wait! Those things weren't birds. They were squirrels in disguise. "Great googly moogly," said Old Man Fookwire. "This will make quite a painting." He ran outside and took down the lasers and the wires and the spring-loaded trapeze. He turned all the bird feeders into squirrel feeders. Then he painted till his brush ran out of bristles. Well, my goodness, those squirrels surely outdid themselves, didn't they? The squirrels were so overjoyed, they had a party in Old Man Fookwire's house. "Those darn squirrels," said Fookwire, and he shook his old man fist and smiled. My goodness. So what can you tell me about Old Man Fookwire and how he thought about the squirrels later? Yes, he was happy that the squirrels were there, right? Because he was no longer lonely that the birds had left. So when do birds fly south? That's right, for the winter time. So the Old Man Fookwire was no longer lonely because he had the squirrels during the winter when the birds had left. Yes, that's right. All right, so let's take a look at our words one more time. Furious. Can everybody say furious? Device. Device. Can everybody say device? Good job. All right, and then we have lonely. Lonely. Good job. Okay. So, furious. George was furious when the dog ate his ice cream cone. I would be too. I love ice cream cones. Device. Device. Humpty Dumpty devised never to fall off the wall again. That's probably a good plan for Humpty Dumpty. Lonely. Lonely. Sally sat in her room all alone. She was very lonely. All right. So, using those 3 words, I want each of you to pull out your writing journals, and you are going to write 3 sentences using those words, okay? So take about 5 minutes, however long you need. 5 minutes should do it. and use 3 sentences, 3 complete sentences. We took a look at what those sentences, what is example of a sentence, and use those words. Use furious, device, and lonely in a sentence, okay? All right. Good job. All right, so can anyone give me an example of their word that they used? All right, good job. All right, let's hear it. So it looks like we used the word lonely, okay? All right, so Adam was very lonely when his parents left. Adam was very lonely when his parents left. Yeah, that's kind of sad, isn't it? Where do you think his parents went? Maybe they went to work? Yeah? Good job. All right, so that wraps up our vocabulary words and our text talk on those darn squirrels. Good job, and we will come back next time and look at some more words together. Bye.